Hello everyone, it's Tessa here. Today I'll be trying out Ganyu's test run, and the test run for Xingqiu. I have a little bit of buyer's remorse from yesterday, so I'm not feeling too great right now, and because I don't actually have Ganyu on my own account, I can't really test her out. So this will be the only chance that I get to try her. I have watched a few other videos, so this is not my first time seeing what she actually does. But as far as I can see, I probably should have read that. Her aim shot is really broken. As you can see, when you aim down on the floor, not even at the enemy, it shoots the AoE damage above, so you don't actually have to aim at the enemies. Alright, so we're just gonna try this out right here. I guess in the test run, it's not too great, because 6k is not that much. But when I was seeing other tests of this, it was like 20k. As you can see in the test run, I wouldn't say her numbers are too accurate because her attack is a little bit low. Her crit rate is fine. You know, her energy recharge is really good. Hard attacks, not too great. And, you know, in the video for Ganyu, they really want you to play her as a support. So you want to play her support, that's up to you. So to use Ganyu, as far as I can understand, is the E taunts the enemies, moves her backwards, and then they'll all be attracted to the flower, and then the flower will explode like that right there.
This is long overdue.
You could also use the E and Q together. Oh no. And then you can just do the little AoE damage. Personally, I don't really like her Q too much. It's kind of slow. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I feel. Oh. So I did that all with aim shots. Yeah, I barely used her other abilities, but like the aim shot thing looks so cool. Definitely if she has a rerun, I'll try grabbing her if there's any other units that I'm interested in. I'm probably going to rerun her next year, so if you don't have her and you really want her, you can try getting her now, or if you don't have enough Primogems, just get her next year when she comes back. Since, you know, I don't actually have her, I can't be testing her out, but you can definitely check out other videos, and it'll show the damage she can do. You can use her as support or main DPS. I do think she can fit into both roles if you want to. Alright, so I'm gonna try out the other character. Because I feel like for Ganyu, it's a very safe gameplay. You don't really have to do too much. I mean, the E just taunts the enemies, and so you can just keep aim-shotting and aim-shotting. She just has a very simple gameplay. Maybe a little bit too simple for a 5-star. Because, you know, when I use Child right here, he has a lot more mechanics than Ganyu. I feel like Ganyu doesn't really have many mechanics. But she's definitely really interesting because he can do a lot of interesting melt comps. For Xingqiu, I don't have him either. I don't have a fire main DPS, so I can't really fully utilize him, but his C2 is really good for Child. It reduces a hydro resistance of enemies affected by his aura by 15%, so that'd be really good. Let's get a look at his skill set right here. So using him was KO, so it's not really showing the why people use him. I'm pretty sure people use him because of his constant water status, so people can do vaporize really easily. Alright, so it's using prototype Rancor. That's interesting. Because he's not really a main DPS, is he? His artifacts is a typical, you know, Braveheart sets. Alright. A very interesting loadout. So I guess they're trying out a freeze comp in the test run, which can be good, I guess. No, I don't really know how to use him, so I'm gonna try my best.
Body and mind.
I really like Xingqiu as a character. If there was a character like in this game that was similar to me, I'd definitely be Xingqiu. I read a lot of books and I'm really nerdy. I don't have many friends. Alright, his cooldown is quite long for his E.
No, my sword.
Let me see. Yeah, so when they touch this E right here, it just gives them water. You don't have to attack or anything, so that's interesting. And I guess when you switch, it also stays. So, see, he froze the enemy right there.
No, my sword.
And his Q lasts pretty long. You could definitely spam it. It seems to last almost as long as cooldown is. Alright. So I'm assuming they want me to do this?
No, my sword.
See, he still has his aura.
Time to act.
And now... Oh, it's still here. That's interesting.
With the power of Gugwa.
Okay.
Freeze.
Rain outlines your
Oh, so sorry.
Alright. So that was quite easy. They felt really good to use with both Xingqiu and Ganyu. And so I'm just gonna tell you if you should pull on the banner or not. So here's the final question. Do I think you should pull for Ganyu? If you like her, then pull for her, but if she's not your favorite character or anything, I would say no, don't. Gameplay-wise, I don't really find her very fun. Her skill set is basically Amber's. All he did was increase the damage a little bit and make it better. Honestly, they should have just buffed Amber's skill sets as a starter unit. Because her E does the same thing as Amber's Baron Bunny, except Ganyu can dash backwards, and it feels like it's more effective with the ice. And then the Q is basically the same thing. It's an AoE, just like how Amber's Q also does the raining arrows. The only thing I find unique about Ganyu is the aim shot, but even then, it's just so ridiculously broken, but just so simple, and it's just... I think it's just fun to see the numbers, but not necessarily, that fun to play with. So I don't know if I don't find it really worth $250. Now you're asking, like, why did you spend $100? Well, I mean, it wasn't on my own account, because, I won't be using her. This is for a sibling that really likes her. But personally, I didn't really like her as a character in the story. And I don't really like her gameplay. Now, I think she can be really nice if you pair her with the Luke or with Xingqiu. Really, really nice comps. But as a character herself, she just is a main DPS. Not really too great. Her E still scales off her max HP, so you wouldn't be relying on that for damage. Her Q is okay. It's a little bit weird. It's just kind of slow, and I wish it was a little bit faster. That's how I personally prefer it, because Amber's Q was way faster. Ganyu's icicles are just so slow. The aim shot is okay, but I don't really like using bow users. So all in all, if you want to pull Ganyu, do the test run, a few times, and if you like her as a character, then pull. But if you don't like her as a character, then what's the point? Because I already have Child already, I love him as a character, so I don't understand why I would switch over the Child to Ganyu, just because Ganyu was more powerful. When you pull on a banner, I think you should pull because you like the character, not because they're broken or whatever. Just like for Venti's banner, as a character, I think Venti's okay. I'm gonna pull for him for utility, but it's not like something I'm so excited for. But when I pull on Val's banner, I honestly do not care if he is broken or weak. I just like him as a character. It's the same thing for the other banners like Klee and Zhongli. I just think they're okay characters, but I don't like them that much. So only pull if you like Ganyu as a character, not as an actual unit. Because if you have another 5-star already, then another main DPS or support DPS 5-star, then do you really need Ganyu? And for the 3 right here, if you don't use Noelle, then why would you pull for her Constellations? If you don't use Zhangling, so then don't pull for her Constellations. For Xingqiu, he's really good. But what I think is that you should not pull on a banner for Constellations unless you have a lot of spare Primogems. Because when I pulled yesterday, my sister got a C4 Noelle, C3 Zhangling, and I think C2 Xingqiu. She did 157 pulls? And she needs C4 for Zhangling, so as you can see, the RNG really hit her bad. So do not pull for Constellations unless you really want to go deep for them, because it's still a 50% chance for one of these 4-stars to drop, and then on top of that, a 1/3 chance for you to actually get the Constellation for the 4-star you want. So, I mean, if you want to get Xingqiu, then go ahead and try, but you might have to spend as many Primogems as you do to get Ganyu. Because the chance is still pretty low. You still have to spend, if you're not lucky, you still have to spend like 30 or 40 pulls trying to get the 4-star on the banner. Because I did the same thing for Diona, I didn't get her. So I don't know. I don't think this banner you should pull on it. If you don't like these characters and if you don't badly want them, then don't pull on it. Anyway, I did like these. I did find them interesting to use, but I personally will not be pulling on the banner on my own account. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.